Hey guys, hope you're well. It's Alessio. We have a very interesting development here on Bitcoin. In fact, as you can see, just yesterday, after I posted my video on Sunday, we had a surge, a massive surge in Bitcoin Cash. In fact, as you can see here, Bitcoin Cash broke through this resistance. In fact, let me just draw this line here, this triangular formation pattern. And you can see yesterday, Bitcoin Cash managed to, in fact, eviscerate and break through that resistance level, as you can see right there, which is a tremendously bullish development. And also we can see we've got a pulse signal that's actually fired to the upside that is also bullish. So we're seeing renewed strength and momentum in Bitcoin Cash, which means what? Which means we could indeed see strength in Bitcoin as well. We're already seeing some strength in Bitcoin recently. In fact, you can see that Bitcoin itself is also breaking through resistance. In fact, this triangular formation that you see here on my chart, we are also seeing Bitcoin breaking through that resistance. And we've got a pulse signal that's forming here. These red dots you see here on the chart. These red dots that I explained some time ago indicate that a potentially big move is setting up here on Bitcoin. I personally believe that Bitcoin movement is going to be to the upside. I've been bullish on Bitcoin for some time, and I do believe, as I mentioned in my previous video last Thursday, that the movement is going to come to the upside on Bitcoin, not to the downside. And I'm expecting this pulse here to fire to the upside as well. Now, in case you're wondering, Alessio, why are you bullish on Bitcoin? Let me give you a couple of reasons. Number one, according to data from Jason Geppert of Sentiment Trader, and again, what Jason does is something quite lovely, which he looks at the sentiment, the public opinion and the sentiment of the market, and he also looks at statistics of the markets. And according to his research, and again, what you're seeing here on this chart is objective fact. What this chart shows is that the sentiment of the dumb money, again, the majority of folks out there, has been bearish on Bitcoin. So this red line that you see here, okay, that red line shows over optimism, so extreme optimism here, this red line. And you can see the last time that sentiment of the investors was extremely bullish was when? It was back in July. That was the last time we had extreme bullish sentiment. But if you take a look down here, you'll see that from really August all the way to September, October, the sentiment of investors of Bitcoin dumb money has been bearish, as you can see right there, okay? And in fact, even recently, we've been in the bearish zone as well, okay? So the bottom line is this, guys, that we're seeing the majority of folks out there, the majority of dumb money, continue to be rather negative and rather pessimistic on Bitcoin, which, by the way, is a good sign. It's a positive sign for Bitcoin. Remember, guys, as contrarians, we want to do the opposite of everybody else. We want to do the opposite of the herd. If everybody else is thinking one thing, guess what? The markets will usually do the opposite of what they do. All right, guys. So that's why I've been bullish. That's number one why I've been bullish on Bitcoin. The other reason actually is because of this. Let me show you this next chart. This is the chart of Bitcoin seasonality. And again, what this chart shows is that the historical patterns on Bitcoin is that between October to December, we usually see strength. Now, I should tell you that I was quite surprised we didn't see more strength in October. It's possible that that pattern has been delayed to November. And once again, because history and the cycles show that Bitcoin tends to be more bullish between October, November, and December, I will go with the cycles. I will go with the seasonality as well. So that's why I've been looking for this market to eventually break higher. We're seeing the first signs that this could play out. We're seeing the beginning of a potential breakout on Bitcoin, and we might actually see Bitcoin potentially surging higher. All we need to see now is follow through. That is now the most important word for Bitcoin, follow through. Okay, guys? So bottom line is we want to see Bitcoin showing more momentum behind this movement. We don't want to see Bitcoin suddenly doing this, going back down to 6,000. If Bitcoin falls to 6,000, then no, I think the odds will significantly drop. But bottom line is this, guys, take a look at Bitcoin Cash. And it's important to take a look at Bitcoin Cash because you will see the RSI, the relative strength index on Bitcoin Cash on BCH, is now overbought. What does that mean? It means that it's likely we might see a pullback on BCH. But, and here's the big but coming, if there is no pullback, if BCH, if Bitcoin Cash does not see a pullback, a reversion to the mean, some kind of small pullback or drop down to its averages, if we don't get that, because remember, RSI is overbought, if we don't get a pullback in the next few days, that means there's more juice, there's more momentum, there's more potential upward momentum to come in Bitcoin Cash. And that means we could see further upward moves in Bitcoin Cash. If that happens, we might well begin to see a Bitcoin short squeeze and potentially further gains to come in Bitcoin as well. So that's quite interesting. Keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on how Bitcoin behaves in the next few days. Thanks very much indeed. Bye for now.